Okay. Um, what should I? What should I? Give me the first topic to talk about.
You said what?
Give me the first topic to talk about.
I don't know. What do you looking? I don't know. What are you looking to talk about?
I don't know, but you're not helping, so I'll talk to you later.
I'm not helping.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, what category?
It's going to be like an acts type of show, like a Q&A type of show.
Well, maybe that what your video should be about first. What do you want me to ask you about? Explain to them what it is, what it will be, and this could be a video of them starting to ask questions.
Okay. All right,
Let's
bet.
start right here.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Later.
All right. Later.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Samuel Emmanuel Dickerson Jr. from Better You, Better Society, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys are doing great. So basically, this is going to be something new that I'm starting. It's going to be sort of like a podcast Q&A type of show. So what I need from you guys is to give me all the questions. You know, I want it to be like conversations with Sam or something like that. I might name it Conversations with Sam or Speaking with Sam or Talking with Sam, something like that. So what you guys can do to help me out is to just ask me all of the questions that you got to ask me so I can have topics to talk about on this show. This is going to be like my first time ever having a show, and it's going to be lit. So yeah, ask me all the questions, you know, personal development wise, relationships, business, fitness, you know, health and wellness, nutrition, all of that stuff, like mindset. So whatever questions you got, if you're going through something, you know, send me a question and I'll talk about it on this show. Then we're going to be putting it on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and we're going to be expanding the Better You, Better Society brand. Yeah, like I've been realizing that one of the things that I like to do is I do like to speak because I'm pretty thoughtful. I do a lot of listening when I speak to people. And I think that I have some good concepts and ideas, and I do believe that if I, you know, share the thoughts that I have, I can, you know, be of service to you guys, and I can help people out just with my words and my thoughts and my ideas. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. And also I've been getting a crazy good reception from my videos on TikTok, which is like such a blessing. And I really appreciate you guys. Every comment, every like, every follow, it really all is like surreal. Like there are people that are like actually making videos to my voice. And that is just like, it gives me goosebumps. It's hard for me to watch sometimes because it's just like, yo, like people are liking my stuff that much. So that's the reason why I'm deciding to pursue this, because I've been pursuing it and it's been working. So I'm going to, you know, pursue it a little bit more. Yeah. So to start it off, I do have a few questions and a few topics that I'm going to talk about. And that's how the show is going to go. It's going to be different topics. You know, we're going to try to like mark the sections in the description. So you can just kind of click that little thing in the description. It will take you to the topic that we're talking about in that particular section of the video. But yeah, we can get right into it. I'll give you a brief introduction on myself. So my name is Samuel Emmanuel Dickerson Jr. I am a serial entrepreneur. I got into entrepreneurship at the age of like 22, 23, when I got fired from working at Blink Fitness, which is an amazing gym. And they taught me a lot about, you know, good company culture there. I love the gym. I got fired because, you know, I was sloppy. Like I wasn't really, you know, adhering to the rules. So, like, you know, I kind of deserved it. You know, got fired. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. I was going to work at another gym, and my dad said, no, start your own business. I believe in you. And that right there, that's the reason why I started my journey into entrepreneurship. And it has been the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. So to my dad and my parents, I thank you guys so much for being so supportive, because if it wasn't for you, now 6 years later, I would not have built the empire that I've built. And, you know, the future is only up from here. So if you are a parent, you know, if you're a person, your support goes a long way to the people in your life, like your support and encouragement. And I'll be real with you, when it came to me, like I didn't know, like I didn't have things figured out. My life, it wasn't a clear path. I had to fight and grind and have grit and have determination in order to find my way in life. And I had to literally, I did not take the beaten path. I had to pave a new path. I had to cut down the bushes myself. I was a trailblazer, and that is very difficult. That was not easy. But my parents, they believed in me. They trusted my capability. And even though it was a little scary, even though it's uncertain, they believed in me, and they believed that I would figure out a way to make it happen. And it is that belief. That is the reason why I am so relentless and fearless. So give that gift of belief to the people in your life, because that is what makes people truly confident, truly powerful. Confidence isn't thinking, I'll never lose a fight. I'll never lose in life. I'll never have any failures. Confidence is knowing that even if you lose, even if you fail, even if you are defeated, you will always get back up. That is confidence. Confidence is knowing that no matter how hard something is, eventually you will overcome it. Confidence is knowing that no matter how difficult something is, you will never quit. And if you fail 1,000,000 times, best believe you are standing up 1,000,001 times until the day you take your last breath. That is confidence. And that is built when people believe in you and encourage you, and they believe in your capability. They believe in your grit, in your guts. They believe that you will be able to figure it out. Not that you're perfect, but they believe that you have the capabilities to figure it out. And it's also developed when you believe that for yourself. But you can give the gift of confidence to other people when you show them that you believe in them. So, yeah, basically 6 years into entrepreneurship, we've started like 4 or 5 different branches of the brand. We have a fitness brand, we have a media brand, we do motivational speaking, we do charity work, and that's mainly like the main sum of everything. And 6 years of consistent work, and we've actually created like a solid, like a substantial brand, that's legit. So yeah, that's kind of like what we're at now. I've had my ups and downs, been bullied before, been brokenhearted before. But one thing about me, every obstacle that I've had in life, and this is like a personal thing, like I've overcome each and every one, and every one of them has made me stronger. And, like I wouldn't trade my hardships for anything, like I truly do love and appreciate all of the bad things that I've went through, because if you can fight through it and you don't just go through the hard times with your head down, you emerge a lot stronger. So, yeah, that's, kind of where we're at. But let's get into these topics. Okay. First point I will give, and this is going to be for anybody that is a speaker, or if you just want to communicate with your friends and be more effective. And this is a personal note for myself, but it is this. When giving your speeches, speak with conviction. Speak with conviction and passion. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just to speak about things that you know to be true. Like the way I speak in videos, the way that I speak when I'm giving a speech, it's like the same way I talk when I'm chopping it up with my boys. I don't try to make myself fancy, or I don't do nothing too extra. Like I speak truth, and I speak things that truly come from the heart. And, people can feel that level of conviction. It's natural. If I say 1,000,001 times, I'm saying 1,000,001 times, because I'm keeping it real. That's why they say who you are speaks so loudly, people can't hear what you're saying. That's why if you want to appear great, the best way to appear great is to truly be great. If you want to be confident, the best way to appear confident is to truly be confident, because who you are, it speaks so loudly, you can't cover it up. You can't hide it. Be yourself, right? That's the best way to do it, but really work on yourself. And that's why personal development is so critical. That's why, going to the gym and being disciplined and not being weak with yourself is so critical, because every time you are weak with yourself, you actually are making yourself more weak. And as you make yourself more weak, when you walk into rooms and you interact with people, people can see you for who you truly are, no matter how hard you try to hide it. But yeah, so if you're giving a speech, if you're talking to somebody, speak with conviction, like really put your emotion in your words, like put your passion into your words, speak with power. And I think that is what, makes you more effective as a speaker. Okay, second one, or let's see, whatever. Next one I have here, speak about using discipline to build self-esteem. One of the greatest ways to build your self-esteem is to be disciplined. So for me, when I eat, when I follow my diet plan to the T, I wake up the next morning feeling like a king. Like, yeah, I did that. I does this. Like, I feel like a king. When I stop watching porn, right? You wake up, you like, I'm a king. Yeah, like I got self-control. You know what I'm saying? You feel great about yourself. And that's it. Like when you have a super hard workout and you crush it and you push your limits and your body and your mind is saying no, but you push past that anyway, you walk out feeling like a king. And that boost of self-esteem carries through in every area of your life. So the biggest thing with me is like, be disciplined. When you show discipline and when you do things that are difficult and you're able to command and conquer your own mind, that builds a self-esteem like no other, because you walk around feeling like, I run this. I bring my mind. I bring my body under subjection. I run this ship. Nothing else runs this. I'm the captain, So discipline is a huge key when it comes to building up your self-esteem. Next one. Excellent work is the only thing that moves your life ahead. No one recognizes average. All right, so I'm laughing because I had a funny analogy. It's like, when I go to the gym, and this is going to be kind of harsh, but I'm going to keep it real. If a girl is average looking, I don't even really remember her. The only chicks that I really remember are the ones that they stand out, and it's the same thing as dudes too. If you're an average dude and you walk into the club or the lounge or wherever, chicks they don't even really remember you. But if you that guy and you got that presence and you just the man and you walk up in there, they remember you. And this is with anybody. People don't remember average. Average does not stand out. The only thing that stands out is excellence. Excellence is the only thing that stands out. So keep this in mind when you are debating whether or not you want to cheat on your diet. Keep this in mind when you're debating whether or not you want to, skip the gym, or if you want to, skip working on your business for a day. Keep this in mind and understand that every time you show a lack of discipline, you're falling more short of being excellent. Like you will be less excellent the less you work. And the less excellent you are, the less you stand out, the less you're recognized, and the less you get out of life. So if you really want to win, if you want shorty, that's fine. If you want that dude, that's fine. If you want to win, if you want to reign supreme and be the king or the queen, you have to work the hardest so that you can be the most excellent and stand out, because the only thing we recognize is the things that are excellent and above average. So it's worth the sacrifice. It's worth dieting. It's worth, doing the exercise. It's worth reading the books. It's worth going the extra mile. Here's a good saying, right? It's like, what does the excellent person do that the average person doesn't do? The excellent person, they pay the price and a little bit more. They diet hard and a little bit more. They exercise hard and a little bit more. They read books and a little bit more. Excellent people do what they got to do and a little bit more. So if you want to be excellent, do your best and a little bit more. Do great work and a little bit more. Do what you got to do and a little bit more. And I love that. Okay. Number 3. The next one. Only do things that move you closer to your goal. Okay, here we go. So I was at the supermarket and I was picking out groceries and I was going to get some chips and I was going to get like, some bananas and just some things that, get some kind of like some healthy snacks, quote unquote. And then I thought to myself, are these healthy snacks, even though they're healthy, are they going to move me closer to my goal or are they going to kind of slow down the progress? And I realized, I'm like, you know what, even though these snacks are healthy, they're going to kind of slow me down from reaching my goal. So I decided in that moment, I'm only going to do things that are going to get me closer to the goal. So I didn't get the healthy snacks. And I've been kind of following this principle and I've been progressing way quicker in life. I have a fitness goal. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like the body fat is falling off. And like I'm progressing because I'm really focusing all of my attention and all of my actions to only doing things that are going to move me closer to the goal. And if I'm about to do something, I just ask myself like, is this going to help me get closer to the goal or not? If the answer is no, then I just won't do it. If the answer is yes, then you already know what I'm about to do. And that's mad simple. The next one is advice for dealing with negative coworkers. Okay, so somebody had a question. They were like, they have negative coworkers, but they need the job, so they can't leave. So how do we deal with them? So what I have done when I've had negative coworkers is I have my earpods in and I'm motivational music and videos playing, real talk in my gospel, and I'm listening to scriptures, real talk. I'm at work, earpods in, and I'm just listening to straight motivation, just straight empowerment, honestly, and I would take the AirPods out if I had to for something. But other than that, like I'm just feeding myself power and strength and greatness. But that's only if you need the job, do that. If you don't, I would just leave. Money is far less important than your self-esteem and your mental health. Because when your mental health is A1 and when your self-esteem is A1, you will make way more money. So never put money above the way that you feel about yourself. So if you're in a place that is degrading you, I would bounce. But I'm saying not everybody can do that or whatever, because, whatever the reason is. So if you can't, I would hang out less with those negative coworkers and I would just have, the motivational stuff in my ear 24/7. I'd have my earpods in, so I'm blocking all of that stuff out and I'm just spending as little time with negative people as possible. And that takes discipline. Like you have to commit to saying, I'm only going to hang around people that are good for my self-esteem and mental health. If somebody is negative, do not negotiate with this. Don't just stay away from them. A lot of times we know when people are bad for us, but we still, we still kind of play with fire. If you know somebody is bad for you, just make up in your mind you're not going to be around them. Point blank, period. No more games. Just cut it off. It's simple. It's simple. Don't play around with it. Just do what you got to do for you to grow and be the best, happiest, most confident version of you. No negotiation on that point. Next one. Okay. I'm more of a cutthroat winner when I listen to motivational videos all the time. And this is for me, like I'm more of a cutthroat winner. Like I'm a winner when I'm feeding myself those motivational videos. And this is just a testament to the impact that your environment has on you. What you feed yourself shapes who you become. When I have nothing but motivation in my ear, I am pushing myself harder. I'm making stronger and more disciplined decisions. So my self-esteem is rising. My confidence is rising. So be very careful with what you are feeding yourself. It is worth the sacrifice of putting the Netflix to the side and choosing to listen to the motivational stuff, because the motivational stuff is going to change and alter the way you see you. It's going to change the actions that you take. So you will make more money. You will make more of an impact when you walk in a room. You'll have more friends. Your partners will look better. You'll look better. Your whole life will be elevated when you feed yourself good stuff. Okay? So if you want to be a winner, feed yourself things that will influence you winning. One thing I do not play with my mind. If you are negative, I can't be around you because you are going to dampen my mind. And your mind is your weapon. Your mind is your greatest resource. So you need to protect your mind at all costs. You need to do whatever you can do to make your mind the greatest and the strongest that it can be. And your environment has one of the biggest impacts on your mind. Don't mess around. Don't monkey with your mind. Okay. Next one. Do not compromise at all on your goal. Do not compromise at all on your goal. If your goal is to lose weight and to get lean, if your goal is to get 3 clients this week, this is what you do. You make a plan in order to reach that goal. Once you have made your plan, you follow that plan no matter what. Do not let anything, do not let anyone stop you from following your plan, because whether or not you follow your plan determines whether or not you reach your goal. So if you really want to reach your goal, follow the plan that you have made that's going to get you to reach that goal. Do not compromise at all. If in your meal plan is only chicken breast and kale, you only eating chicken breast and kale. Whatever plan you have made for yourself, you follow through with it and do not compromise. Because once you start to compromise, that's when you begin to fail on reaching your goal. That is when you begin to bring mediocrity into your mindset and into your life. And that will throw you off from reaching your goal. You made this goal. You made the plan for a reason because it's significant to you. It's important to you. You really want to reach this thing because you know that if you reach this goal, it will change your life. The chips are not worth you not reaching your goal. Hanging out with people that don't even like you are not worth you not reaching your goal. A few nights of fun is not worth you not reaching your goal. The Netflix is not worth you not reaching your goal. Whatever sacrifice you have to make, it is worth it because it's going to get you closer to your goal, which is a goal that is going to change the course of your life forever. So do not compromise on reaching that goal. Next one. Stop babysitting people, run towards victory, and whoever ain't running with you gets left behind. You know, you got some people, you can see it in their face that they're negative and they just sad and depressed, and you high energy and you trying to, come on, let's go be great. And you got to pull them along with you. You trying to pull them. You trying to pull them. You're wasting your energy because they will get a little bit further, but you will be held back so much more than the little slight improvement you might make in their life, because you want to run, but you got to stop and you're trying to pull them and pull them. No. Here's a better way. You just run after destiny. You run after what your goal is. You run towards it. And the people that belong in your life, your team of soldiers, or the most ideal team for you will be the people that are right there with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a major key. Like, just run after victory, run after destiny. And the people that are running with you, these are the people you need to be with. You know, and this goes, you know, you looking for a mate, you know, you run after destiny, and the people that are supposed to be with you will be running with you. You trying to pump up the dead is the most exhausting job in the world, and that will hold you back like nothing else. I said it before, like when you hang around people that are low energy like that, they'll make you feel like you bugging because you're excited about life. Like, people with no goals will make you feel crazy for having goals and aspirations for yourself. And when people make you feel crazy like this, you might do a little bit less. You might talk a little bit softer when you're around them. You might move a little bit less. You will lower your energy level in order to make them feel comfortable because you're not a jerk, right? But when you lower your energy level, when you tone it down, it's like you're depleting your power level, like your energy level. And in the game of life, when you do that can be fatal. The winners, the victors are the people with the strength and the energy and the vitality and the power to conquer. You can't be around people that want you to throw away your superpower just to make them comfortable. Nope. To the left with that. Nah, we chasing after destiny. We chasing after victory. And if you get offended by that, then please let me see that so that we can, get you out of our life. The next one, people that are negative, they do us a very big favor. They do the world a favor. People that are negative, they let you see with their face that they usually walk around with like a frown, or like they have a bad facial expression. That is them giving you a heads up, like, hey, you probably need to stay away from me because I'm no good for I'm no good. Like, I'm not, people should stay away from me. But sometimes we don't listen to that warning, and I think that we should listen to that warning. So if you run into somebody who just has like a scowl on their face, stay away from them. I've never met anybody who in the first, let's say 10 seconds of us meeting, had a scowl on their face that was a good to know person. They're usually like average and negative and low energy anyway. Every high energy winner that I know, when you first meet them, it's, hey, what's up? How you doing? You can tell. You can literally tell in the first 15 seconds whether or not somebody is a winner or not. Because they got a smile and they got that energy and they have that enthusiasm. If somebody don't got that, they're giving you a warning, letting you know, like, danger. If you are somebody of destiny, stay away from me because I'm going to throw you off course. But we don't listen to that warning, and I think that we should. Okay, next one. If you want to have unreasonable results, you have got to be unreasonable. I was telling this guy, right? I was like, yo, when I go on vacation, I'm super strict with my diet. And everybody I tell that to, they're like, oh no, like I can't do that. I can't do that. And I'm like, that's why you have a reasonable body. That's why you look regular. That's why you look like the average person. If you want unreasonable results, if you want great results, if you want to stand out, if you want to be the top 1%, if you want to be extraordinary, you have got to do extraordinary, unreasonable. You have got to do things that are weird to most average people. If you want to be excellent, you have to do excellent. If you want to have an unreasonably sexy body, you need to have an unreasonably good workout plan and diet plan. And you have to do things that most people are not willing to do. Simple. But I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, here's another point, right? I was this is kind of like a dating thing, and this is for the guys, but and for the girls too. All right, so here you go. If your girl don't see you as alpha, or if she doesn't respect you, I would stop pursuing her, because it's very difficult to change people's minds about you. Like, if somebody doesn't really see value in you, it's like, why would you want to try to convince them to see value in you when you could just get you can get yourself somebody who does see value in you. So I've dated girls that were super, super beautiful, gorgeous, that came up to me on some, hi, I like you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm playing it cool. Like, yeah, all right, cool. Then there are other times I pursued girls who was basic looking and they friend zoning me. So from that, I realized it's like, yo, don't waste time on people who don't think that you're awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to date somebody, only date people that see you as some fire and they applying that pressure and they putting that heat up on you. Other than that, like, because then you get into somebody who don't really see the value in you and they cheat on you, or they just tolerating you. Like, be with somebody who they like, oh snap, like they gotta have you. And you should feel the same way about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one prerequisite of like dating somebody. Next one. We got a lot. Set the standard. Do work so good that others will be measured by it. Be excellent. So with my content that I make, I've been really thinking long about the idea of making content that is so good that like it sets standards and it sets trends. A lot of times we try to uplive, or we just try to like do content that measures up to current trends, or we try to measure ourselves up to standards that have already been set. But what if we decide, you know what? No, I know what the standard is, but I'm going to do something that is so good, or I'm going to strive to do something that is so good, I'm going to blow way past that standard instead of new standard. And I believe that is the mindset that is needed for greatness. I believe that is the way that like great people think about their work. you know, they do work that is so good, it sets the standard. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in to Conversations with Sam, or whatever I decide to name this thing. You know, and I just really appreciate all the love, and like I appreciate life. I appreciate God for giving me life. Life is good, and I want you guys to just, you know, be great. I love you. You know, even I don't even know you, and I mean that. Like, I really do love you. And if you meet me in person, and I hope within the first 10 seconds you could just feel like, yo, he really do love me. Like, nah, but I really do care about you. And if you got any questions, please, you know, comment your questions in the comment section so we can have new topics for the next videos. And other than that, guys, peace out. Later.